Yeah, nah, we good. Yo, I ain't ready to do that. We good.
I know. I'm just, we just give our guests, let them know everything. You feel me before.
Oh, all right, yeah. Sure enough.
We jump up on.
I'm gonna give D, because I know this is our second formal introduction over the phone, but I'm gonna give Frank a chance to redeem himself because he be embarrassing his. You supposed to be his homeboy. I don't know if you seen Terrell episode, but it was bad. It was.
What you mean?
It was.
You know what I mean?
The intro was super terrible.
I gotta go check that out because I ain't seen it.
Yeah, that one and Ro. Like I was like, oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a chance to redeem himself, but yeah, I got you on the
Hold on, what's the right pronunciation for your college? Gabion, right?
You said who?
See?
The college that you went.
Yo, it's Gavilan.
Gavilan. I ain't seen no L in that, but I.
Why don't you just go with San Francisco State?
Because he won the conference championship at Gavilan.
All right.
Yeah, that is true. It is true.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I mean, technically, I was at Morgan State. Then I left. Then went to Gavilan. Then I went to San Francisco State.
Yeah, you feel me? Digital Harbor graduate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So people, we live. Let's go.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean?
We live.
You already know what it is. Live.
Welcome to the.
It's your boy Frankie B right here. Oh man, we cutting up.
It's your man Eman The Barber, goat in the making. Got another special. Oh yeah, got
Lamar with us. You already know.
Lamar's already in the building. So we got a special guest. We almost had before we introduce him, we almost had 2,000 subscribers on the channel. So
almost there, man.
Keep on hitting that subscribe, share.
We almost there.
Yeah. We love it, baby. So
you know why we do? Shout out to OBT Social. You know.
I don't know why you ain't even fix your name. I'm gonna fix it. But as you see, we got a special guest in the building. DIONTAE Burden, Baltimore born and raised, one of my boy Frankie B's boys. So we're going I shouldn't even have said his name. Go ahead, Frankie B. Take it away.
You already know what it is, man. This family right here, you feel what I'm saying? This how we going to do it. Digital Harbor graduate, straight up hooper, point guard, 3-point specialist, you know what I mean? Gavilan State champion in college, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? San Francisco University graduate, you feel what I'm saying? Golden State Warrior trainer.
You said what?
Golden State Warrior trainer. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
From the hood, going all the way out to Cali and doing his thing. My man, Cuzzo, DIONTAE Burden, man. What's up, man? How we doing?
Let's go.
What's good? Hey, he nailed that one, man. He nailed that one. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Frank, man. Shout out to the podcast. It's a blessing to be on here, man. So shout out to y'all for real, man. What we talking about though? What's good?
Hey, first of all, I gotta come off at you because you sent me a picture of you and Candace Puck. You know what I mean? So like you can't be throwing those photos around like that. You know what I mean? That's a sensitive subject right there. Yeah. But I mean, what it's like, man? How's everything, man? How you get started with the Warriors? Well, let me go back before I go on there. What made you go from Baltimore all the way to Cali?
Man, so I'm gonna say it started probably when I was hooping a lot. Up 250. If people don't know. Technically from over west, but I always tell people I got my game from 250, man, over east. That's why I learned a lot of my grit, just learned. If you go hoop
Tell them if you can hoop on a double rim, you can hoop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. If you can hoop on that double rim, sure, you can hoop anywhere.
I
just learned. You said what?
I say like this, but like especially guards that come from Baltimore, like all of us are. Well, I don't know how tall you are. I'm like that 6 foot 5'11". So
yeah, like, I'm like 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1". Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you learn to finesse over West, but you get your toughness over East.
Yeah, that's facts. That's exactly where I got started for real. From Cloverdale, hooping up Drew Hill. And then, like I said, over at 250, which is on like Caroline and like Preston and all that. So,
down the dome. You know?
Definitely. Yo,
it gets critical under that dome.
That's probably some of my favorite battles, to be honest. Down the dome, playing in high school, and just playing in the leagues, the summer leagues, BNBL.
Yep. Craig Cromwell, Midnight Madness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man. Playing for Coach Murdoch, man. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah,
Coach Murdoch. Yeah, man. Coach Sarge. It was just a lot of people that poured into me. You feel me? I mean, of course, I gave you buckets, but I mean, I gave everybody buckets at 250. Hey, once I got my game, man, it was a wrap.
You know, I'm a walking bucket, so it is.
No, I give you credit. I'm just saying, once I got my game, once I got my toughness up, it was the confidence was through the roof. You feel me?
Funny story, real quick. Like, it's crazy how it happened, right? Because the last summer before, like he was working on the shot, but it wasn't all the way there. That next summer, splash. Hold up. Where this come from? Where this come from?
You ain't
had this. Where this come from?
Man, I gotta shout out Ava Net, man. Ava Dorsey. She put a lot of work in with me. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of y'all, Frank, Ava, my boy BB, Mo Hatton, the twins, Eric and Derek. I could keep going, man. There's plenty of people that really, put a lot of work in with me. They just, told me up on the court, but then, gave me some credit on the side when I got better. You feel me? So it was just like, I was at when I got to high school. I was at Digital. Then I ended up hooping for Nav too. So shout out to my man Davon Usher, my boy Heads, and my boy Eric Sosa. That he rapped now, got his own little tequila with Will Barton and all that. He was my point guard / shooting guard. We was both combos, but he was probably my favorite point guard I ever played with. Because he gave me a lot of confidence. You feel me? So that was kind of like, if I can play here, bro, I'm playing against Kill Carr. I'm playing against Tater and them at Dunbar, Ham, and I'm playing against all these people. I'm like, oh yeah,
it's crazy, right? It's crazy the competition, like for each class. You feel me? Because like I said, I had the battle with Sean Mosley and them, so it's like, especially down the dome, playing against Hassam, Ate, that Douglas team, Shaky and all them, like it got real, like so.
It was people, man. I don't know. People sleep on how good Tater, Akeem Austin and them.
Yeah,
Keem and Tater and Carolina, Devontae Wallace, bro. They was.
Weren't you hooping with CJ Fair and them too?
Yeah, I played against him, bro. He was like a senior. I was young. I was like a little sophomore for real. But CJ, man, Kill was that Patterson team.
Yeah. Yeah, that Patterson.
I probably guarded him probably a good 4 times out the game. He scored on me twice, but I got him back though. But Kill was that boy was crazy.
He's still like that too.
No, he still is. I give him his respect, but I think ultimately my confidence came from, like I said, I got my finesse game from over West. Then I got my, like he said, man, I got that Doug in me when I came over East. And after that, it was just like,
you can't step on that court up 250 or down Madison if you ain't got that dog in you.
Oh yeah, nah.
There's too many great hoopers over there that that should have been in the league. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Like you say, Ava and them taught you how to shoot and stuff like that. see, I got my shot and stuff from my man Dollar Fresh. You feel me? So
oh yeah, rest in peace.
Dollar. You feel me?
Yeah, nah, I
You know what I
remember
mean?
him.
That's Mr. Good Night himself. He shoot ball, turn around and say good night, splash.
Hey, nah, but E Money definitely helped me out a lot too, though. E Money for sure. Shout out my man Eric. He definitely put me on a lot. Eric Ross and that. So
twins,
I remember.
Well, since we're talking about shooting, we might as well go to being able to see greatness every day and working with Steph and Clay. I don't know if you got to see all three, like when KD was there, but that regime, man, does it ever come a point where it becomes like Steph's so good where it becomes normalized, or does he still shock you like when he be going off?
That's a good question. So yeah, I was around when KD got here. So I was around since like 2017. So I started right before KD got here. So it was just like, it was crazy when he got here. I was just like, whoa, KD come here? Like, it's about to be crazy. So I think the pandemonium really got me when I seen him come in the gym and he coming there working out, and I'm like, hey, KD really different. So I think being around it, seeing Steph, seeing Clay, seeing Draymond, Iguodala, Quinn Cook was up here at one point. Shout out to Quinn Cook. Very cool, like super down to earth. Probably was my favorite warrior out of everybody. I ain't gonna cap, because Quinn was just, was just always cracking jokes for real. Just a funny dude for real. But yeah, I would just say, bro, like for real, like it was just like a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, whoa. I would get so like, like not fan shocked or nothing, but it was just because I'm a shooter. You feel me? I'm a hooper, but I love to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So like seeing Steph just knocking down like 80 straight. I'm talking about almost 103 straight, 150, just knocking them down. And it looked effortless. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It looked like he doing this without he ain't even like thinking like he about to miss. This man just shooting for hours. I'm like, dang, bro. Eventually, I'm gonna take a break. My arms getting, I'm sore or something. This man be shooting for hours. Like I'm talking about. I was like, bro, this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Like, he ain't shooting no. You know what I mean? No little on the line threes.
Right, 30 and out. Right.
Yeah, I'm like. I will say this: if I had to choose though between the shooters, I'm gonna probably pick Clay, just because I feel like Clay is a little more like, I don't know, catch and shoot though. I gotta get at the Clay. I mean, Klay Thompson beat him in a 3-point contest, so that kind of shows y'all something. Klay Thompson, he beat him in a 3-point shootout. So catch and shoot, I'm taking Clay. But if we talking off the dribble, I'm gonna get at the Steph.
All right, I could go with you with that.
It's definitely two different types of shooters. You know what I mean? It's that set shooter. You know what I mean?
Clay's catch and shoot the best in the league in my eyes. Steph off the dribble, he the best in the world all time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You ain't tried getting none of them battles with them?
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, hey, like I said, I can shoot, bro, but like, it's a little different smoke over there. But shout out to my boy Corey. We was doing a little basketball camp for the kids, and he almost beat Steph in the half court 3-point shot. So I was just like, dang, bro, I shoot better than you. You did better than me. So I'm like, yeah, Steph, bro, trying to shoot with Steph and them, yeah, just pack your bags, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, bro, you trying to shoot against the best shooter ever? Come on, bro. That ain't like I'm 250. I'm shooting against, I don't know, Frank and Ava or somebody.
Like you said,
hold on. Don't disrespect that gooseneck. You're like
you said, well, she's with us, within 10 shots, we're gonna miss at least a couple. Like you said, he's gonna knock down like 50 straight before he missed.
Before he missed. Yeah. Before he missed. Yeah. If he missed that, that's facts.
You know what? I kind of want them to, because I agree with you with the Clay and Steph. I mean, Clay with the catch and shoot. But I think Steph, if you ran that back, I don't know. I think Steph won't get him.
I don't know. That's tough because Steph not really a catch and shoot type of guy. He is, but he's not. He's a 2 dribble pull up, 3 dribble pull up, 4 dribble, 2 dribble pull up, 1 dribble off the step pull up. Like he's a movement shooter. That's how he became Steph. I mean, Klay is known as a catch and shoot guy. Like that's his thing. But Klay not a step 3-point shooter. He's a step in mid range off the dribble.
Yeah,
you feel me? Steph don't really pull mid ranges like that. He rarely shoot mid range jumpers. So
right, because he does miss a lot of open mid ranges. I see doing.
That's what I'm saying.
He do.
It's uncomfortable for him. Like I've seen enough. It's not his comfort zone. Like his comfort zone is dribble, tween, pull up 3,
right,
30 feet away from the 3-point line. Yeah, that's his game. He ain't no mid range type of guy.
Finish package the him, and then
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
That layup stuff is crazy.
You let me leave out an accolade of yours, man. How you gonna let me do that? My man got 2 books out, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, right.
2 books. You know,
appreciate that.
2 books. You know, I don't mean to jump subjects. You know, and you know, move from Golden State. We're gonna come back to it. But what made you get into writing? You know what I mean? You know, putting out books and, you know, doing your thing like that. What made you start getting into that?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, Frank, you know this. You know I drove to California from Baltimore, so
yeah,
it took me about 3.5 days. I left on Tuesday, got here on Friday. I told the coach I was driving to Cali. He was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna drive back because I flew out here to do my visit, and I was like, all right, I like this. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna make some history for real." So I was like, what other way can I make some history than to drive cross country from Baltimore all the way to California? So in the midst of that, I just started thinking of stuff like, all right, man, I should write about this. Like I should do something. I can't just let this just be he drove across the country. Okay, cool, but that was probably the reason when I told my family, like, yo, I'm about to drive. I'm about to drive to college. And they was just looking at me like, what? And so that was probably the biggest thing. And then this dude, shout out to Donald Foyle, used to play for the Warriors also, one of my good friends, big 6, 7 foot.
Yeah.
You probably know. Big guy.
Yeah.
From the islands.
Yeah,
from the islands. So we chopped it up. And he was just like, man, you got a great story, bro. He was like, you should tell it. You should tell it somehow. Don't just tell your whole story, but tell it in a way that it don't really sound like your story, but people can relate to it. So
right.
With his, he wrote like 12 books. So he was just like, yo, you really can do something with this. So I was like, all right, cool. So getting advice from him. And then also shout out to my other mentor who, man, other than moms and some people from the hood that saved my life, my man, Mr. Wallace, Brandon Wallace, for real, my English professor who became my mentor. He was another person that was in my ear like, yo, DIONTAE, you got this glow, bro. I need you to write it down. So I wrote this. The first title of my book is Things We Don't See.
You ain't talking about Brandon Wallace went to Calvin Hall?
I don't think he went to Calvin Hall.
All right.
He from PG County for real.
Oh,
like,
all right.
That area. He taught up in Baltimore though, so that's why I met him in high school for real.
All right.
But he went to Bowie State. That's where he went for college and stuff. So yeah.
Right. Cause I was about to say, I was wondering if you talking about my boy Brandon. I was like, wait a minute, cause like
it's a common name too.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Cause my man, he lived off of North Avenue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah. This Mr. Wallace, he out there in the county somewhere. Yeah, like he chilling.
I was about to say, well, I know Brandon, might have reached. Well, yeah, nah. I'm just thinking because we like only a few years older than you, so yeah. But I don't know. Somebody's. Hey, you never know. But yeah. So
and that's the first book, right? The Things We See, right?
Oh yeah. And then the second book is called 21 Questions. That's more of like I talked about like mental health and stuff because I dealt with it as an athlete. You just realizing certain things about yourself when you don't make it where you think you're supposed to be, but you kind of where you need to be. You feel me? So I didn't look at it like, at first I looked at it like, man, I want to make it to the NBA. I want to hit my name get called. I don't care if I go undrafted. You know, I didn't really care for real, but put your name in that basket. Sometimes it ain't meant to work out. It didn't work out. You feel me? So it's like,
but
all
you
right,
made
cool.
it. You made it to the NBA.
Right.
You there?
Yeah, but I'm saying like I made it in another round.
In a different avenue.
I made it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it was like, all right, shorty, you ain't make it hooping, but you made it training. You made it like, you know what I mean, doing stuff in the community, being able to be around NBA players and like, you know, become their friends. Like they actually, you know, friends of mine now. I was like, okay, cool. Well, you know, so at first it was mentally depressing because it was like, dang, bro, I done fought so hard and went through all these injuries. I'm traveling, I'm hooping, I'm making sacrifices. You know, like I didn't put in all these thousands of hours just to be like, dang, I didn't get my shot. But then technically, I still get to live out a dream of working with the NBA or for the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
absolutely.
It's still like it helped me become more content with my career for real. So it was like, it took me a long time to just break out that little box that I was like, all right, Joe, it's still good. Like, you feel me? You still living a dream. You know what I'm saying? So 21 questions came from that. And I asked people questions in the book. You know, how do you decompress? Like, how do you deal with, you know, not being where you want to be? You know what I'm saying? And like, so that's where 21 questions came in at. And
yeah, that's something we all have to deal with for real, especially us being athletes. You know, when it's time to hang up the shoes or the cleats or whatever, and after you do it, like what's next? What's that next move? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like me, like for example, like now I'm coaching now. You feel me? I'm coaching football now. So it's like, not that I'm trying to push my dreams on my kids. Like if they don't want to do it, that's what they don't want to do. I ain't one of the ones like, nah, I'm gonna live my glory days through y'all. Like, nah, whatever y'all want to do, y'all gonna do. You feel me? But at the same time, we all still got that passion and that love for the game. You feel me? So it's like, how can we channel that in another, you know, in another way than try and get out there and still try and do something, mess around, hurt yourself, thinking you still gonna do something.
I remember you in your football days. I remember that. I remember your college days. I remember.
Hey, and I'm gonna probably have to send out another link because getting on late. Say you got 10 minutes. I probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm sending it out now. We'll be right back, people. All right. Cutting up crew. So the second half of this video, well, first of all, shout out to DIONTAE once again, but it did not get recorded. Somehow I got a call on this phone and it disrupted the screen recording, so we're gonna have to do the second half on another date and time and get our boy back on. So yeah, I apologize. I don't know what to say. Man, it's always when in the flow. Like, I wish you can't recreate the magic we had on that second half. Of course, we got into the Ravens letdown and everything, but you know, self-inflicted wounds. Yeah. So me and Lamar and DIONTAE and Frankie B, we're gonna have to re-record this one at a later date, but I hope y'all enjoy the first half. Cutting up crew, I apologize. I'm sorry. Keep on rocking with your boys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. I'm sorry, but enjoy the story time. Man, when there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I gotta say. All right, till next time, y'all.
What up, people? So this is the time that I met Darius Miles, and I told him I was going to give him buckets, and proceeded to lose all my summer savings from my first job, all in the same trip. Alright, so this is, I want to say circa 2002, 2003. had my first summer job, and I'm a church boy, and my dad, he's in the ministry, and we were on a conference trip to Cleveland at the time. So, Cleveland, it's not much to do there. Sometimes they got the moniker. I'm not gonna put this on it. Put this bad. Well, yeah, I am. I'm gonna trash them a little bit. They call Cleveland the mistake by the lake. It's only because of the Browns. The rest of y'all, y'all got Braun coming out of there and other prominent athlete. Jim Brown played for the Browns, but we all know the Browns are trash. They don't win. Me and my dad, we're at the airport. We're going down the terminal and going to baggage claim. And I happen to see this rather tall gentleman sitting on the terminal side, but just a waiting area. And the dude happened to be as tall as I was, sitting down. So I'm like, yeah, that's not a regular human being. He's got to be something. So then I get the scan and I look at the face. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's my man Darius Miles over there. Him and Q Rich, they got the but at this time, like he wasn't killing it like he was and with the Clippers, but he was still prominent. And Cleveland, he just got traded to Cleveland at the time, so he was on the tail end of his prime of his career. But D Miles, he was a bucket. Look, my dad, you know who that is? My dad like, no, not really. I was like, that's Darius Miles. So we're walking past. I was like, he was about to, I don't know if he was on his phone, but I was just like, hey, D Miles, what's up, baby? Like he was my brother. What's up, baby? Oh, this my baby. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, you better black that Jerry girl too. So he was like, hey, what's good, man? So I, dap him up, bring it in. We kicking the bobo. So I'm like, man, it's like, man, first of all, you're excellent basketball player. Kind of disappointed that they split up y'all tandem of you and Quentin Richardson, Q Rich. I was like, I wish y'all was still together. He's like, yeah, such and such. He's like, so you hoop? I was like, do I? Absolutely. I was like, you'll see me in a couple years. D Miles like, no offense, but bro, I'll give you that work. I straight told him, like, I will fry you. I'll straight cook you, bro. Straight up like that. Your boys got handles. Your boys definitely jumping wet. And I had hops. Oh, it's over. I don't care. I'm taking you to Sports Center. Who cooked Darius Miles? Your boy did. Eman The Barber. Straight out of Baltimore. Talk about a highlight. They gave him. He was just like, when I told him that, he just gave me the look like,
come on.
Here go another young kid. But he kind of laughed it off, which gave me the impression that he knew that deep down I might have had some talent for him. But most likely, yeah. NBA is totally different. There's no, if you're in the league for a purpose. I would have scored, believe that, but it was probably wouldn't went too well. But he definitely is like, oh yeah, all right, bro. Like, where you go to school right now? Of course, Calvert Hall. So at this time, like, well, I didn't get the letter yet, but I got the recruitment letters. Georgia Tech was at the top. So I'm just like, I'm like, and being from Baltimore, the Baltimore confidence and slight cockiness of being a guard from Baltimore, like, bro, D Miles, you're gonna see me in a couple years, bro, and I'm gonna give you that work. Trust and believe. You're catching. highlight. Or if at this time, you know, I had hops, so I probably wasn't gonna bang on him, but I tried. I would have tried it. I was in my prime. So he's like, oh, well, all right, well, I'll be looking for you. I was like, you know it. Hey, you have a good trip and enjoy Cleveland Cavs. But at least he got to play with Braun. So, you know, I never scratched or sniffed the league. Possibility of getting into it, but hey, it is what it is. So later on, like I said, saved up some money for my first job. Me and my dad go out to eat, blah blah blah. At the restaurant, sit down. So you know your boy feeling good because he done built up a couple stacks. First job, so I'm ready to impress. You know. I'm getting money. Get paid, nigga. I'm getting money. Don't need the A. You know how you go on trips and you rely on your parents. Like, hey, can I borrow a couple hundred, you know, for the trip? And they're just like, all right, here you go. This time your boy was balling. I'm getting money. Go to the restaurant, about to leave. Hey, Dad, you know what? Thank you for you know, bringing me with you. This one's on your boy, you know. Father, son time, you know, this I got it. Hey, waiter, can I get the bill? Don't even look at it. Dad, don't even look at that bill. So pay for it. Everything hunky dory. Before you know, the whole transition of digital currency and everything, for Gen Zers, when you go to the bank, well, they still do it now, but when you get a lot of money, they'll give you a envelope to hold your money in. So I had my envelope, and after I paid for the bill, I thought I put it in my pocket, but somehow it slipped out.
Oh no!
And it was left in the booth. So we go back to the hotel room, you know, getting ready for the service that night, and go do the pat. Like, hold on. Hey Pop, you haven't happened to see my money, have you? Nah. Let me check. You gonna check it? You see, I didn't put it in the luggage. You know what? I think I left it at the restaurant. Now the restaurant was in walking distance of our hotel. So I go run down the lobby real quick. I'm like, I hope somebody just, you know, have the decency and common courtesy just to let your boy live and be honest. Just be honest. So go to the restaurant. Yeah, has anybody seen any money or turned in any money? No, young man, but you're welcome to look around and ask. So I go to the booth, look around. It's spotless. You know, everything's gone. So I'm asking the staff, hey, did anybody turn in a stack of money, you know, because your boy had racks. So, you know, well, not racks, but, you know, few hundred. Anybody turn in an envelope with this money? So at this point, you know, like I said, my first real money saving from first job. So boys start getting, you know, feeling some type of way inside, and voice start cracking.
Like, I mean, come on. I mean, be for real. Like, you ain't see a stack of, an envelope full of money. Come on, man. I'm a kid. This is all I got. It's all I got, B. You just gonna take my money from me?
So no sympathy, and yeah, somebody at that restaurant, whatever waitress or waiter or people that was doing, you know, the cleanup, they got a nice tip. That's all I gotta say. But you work, you learn, and you lose. That's all.